So this is my Sand Dunes Traxxas Stampede build. And in this video, I'm going to be installing the motor, the ESC, the radio, the servos, a new spur gear and slipper clutch system, and a new slipper input shaft, since mine is way old and doesn't work. So yeah, let's get started. Alright guys, so you have to take off one side of these axle joint thingies so that you can remove it, because there's that really annoying screw. But once you've done that, then all you have to do is unscrew it. And there it is. So now this U-joint cup should pry off just like that. And now, crack open the case. Alright, make sure you don't lose any bearings or washers. Looks like I don't have the Magnum transmission in here, which kind of stinks. Because, I mean, come on, it's kind of obvious. Who doesn't want metal gears? But yeah, here it is. Here's the gears. So I'm pretty sure it should slide off or something. Alright guys, so as far as I'm concerned, in order to get this shaft or gear off the shaft, the old shaft, I'm just gonna have to hit it with a hammer while having it over this vise, so that the gear kind of stays up top, but the shaft should go right through. So, and you should probably take off this washer first. I can't believe I didn't do that. Alrighty, so there's my old input shaft. Now it's time for the new one. Alright, so now I'm going to slide the gear back on. Also with the vise. Alright, so I've aligned the gear with the pin, and now I'm just going to do the same thing as I did to take it off. And there we go. It's in. So now I can put the washers back on. And perfect. Alright, so now let's reinstall this. Then we'll get started with the slipper clutch. Alright, so I got the transmission back together. It took a lot, but I finally got the U-joint back in. So here's the new shaft on there. So now I'm going to be installing the slipper assembly on it, and then we'll reinstall the transmission, and then I'll start installing the motor. Alright, so here's the slipper assembly. It was like 40 bucks for the gear, this input shaft, the pads, and everything. So I think I gotta start off with this piece right here, right? And then, but this one has the little pin in it, so I'm also gonna have to crack this one open. Alright, so just slide the pin through the hole. And get your slipper pad piece and slide that onto the pin. So they actually give you a little instruction booklet, so I'm going to look at this real quick and then get back to installing it. Okay, so next is this plate right here. And then you're going to get this piece and these 3 pads right here. And then you're going to put the pads on like this. Okay. And then put this piece on. Screw the spur gear on. Alright, so then you just screw the spur gear onto this plate, but it's super annoying that they didn't include the screws or the ball bearing that I need to install this, so that kind of sucks. So I'm gonna find some screws and then screw them on there real quick. Alright, I got some screws in there. They're mismatched, but they work. They're the right thread, so now I'm gonna order a ball bearing and then we'll be good to go. Alright, so my servos and ESC have shown up, so while I'm waiting for the other stuff for the slipper clutch assembly, I'm gonna install these. This was a pretty good deal. It was $15 on Amazon. Can take 3S. It looks decent. Feels horrible. It's extremely light. We'll see how well it holds up, I guess. And then this was 20 bucks. Metal gears, 20 kgs. So yeah, I'm gonna be installing these two along with a HPI radio system. And yeah, let's get started. Alright, so I'm gonna start off with the receiver. And then do the ESC and servo. Alright, so I got everything in. I'm just waiting for a crystal to come for my radio, or 2 crystals. And while I'm waiting for that and the bearing for my transmission, I'm gonna put the transmission back in while I'm waiting for that bearing to come for the slipper clutch. So alright, so the bearings came in. Now I can install my spur gear. So there's the part number for any of you guys who need it. Another thing to mention is that with the clutch kit you get 2 spring and nut sets. So just slide it on the shaft and find which one fits for you. Mine is the smaller one, so I'm going to be using that. Alright guys, so as you can see, we now have the gear meshed and the slipper clutch installed, and it is spinning the wheels. So I think I meshed it a little too tight, so I'm going to loosen that. So yeah, now I'm just waiting on the crystals, and then I'm really excited to see this thing go. Alright, so now that I've set my mesh correctly, I'm going to install the gear cover. Alright guys, so the radio didn't work even after I got a set of matching crystals. So I have this modern radio. Severely disappointed. So now I'm going to be hooking up all the electronics and centering the servo, and then I'll give it its first run, which is why it's on street wheels. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and that it helped you guys out. This thing's pretty cool. it's a little bit slow, I'll be honest. But I've got super low gearing on there, and it's only on a 6L, so for low gearing in a 6L, I'd say it's pretty good. The ESC has bad reviews on Amazon, but I haven't really had any problems with it, so I think it's definitely worth the money. This motor is amazing. It's a racing motor from Reedy, I think. This servo, it's not the best, it's not the worst. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.